Singaporeans head to the polls tomorrow, with voters given specific time bands between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. to cast their ballots. And that's just one of a series of measures that aim to keep the public safe from the coronavirus. Gwyneth Teo tells us more.
On top of your personal information and details on where you're supposed to vote, your polling card for this general election includes when you should consider going to the polls. There is a 2-hour time frame marked on the card, so that instead of snaking queues at the poll stations, lines will be more manageable. But if voters turn up outside that time band, they will still be allowed to vote. To help make voting even safer for seniors who are considered more vulnerable to COVID-19, they've been asked to vote from 8 a.m. to noon. They'll also be given priority status if they visit their polling stations outside that time period. This year, 220 more polling stations have also been assigned to spread voters out even more. When voters enter their stations, they will need to have their temperature taken. They'll also be asked to sanitize their hands and put on disposable gloves before handling the ballot paper. Voters can bring their own pens to mark their ballots instead of using the self-inking pens provided. After folding and dropping the ballot paper in the ballot box, voters can dispose of their gloves and exit the polling station. Voters who are serving stay-home notices, on sick leave with acute respiratory infection, or running a fever of 37.5 degrees Celsius and above will only be allowed to vote from 7 to 8 p.m. Everyone else should avoid that time period.